Okay, so I burnt my mixer up. I actually had bought this little like maybe $10 mixer, little hand mixer, and I think it was actually a Hamilton Beach. I think it was actually a Hamilton Beach brand also. So anyhow, I burned it up trying to make royal icing for Holland's party because she is going to be making gingerbread houses. So anyhow, I decided that since I had already bought this stand mixer for my mother, that I would give it a try and see if it works as good as the KitchenAid mixer that I used to have. Because the KitchenAid mixer that I used to have, I think, when it was bought for me, I believe it was $349 is what was paid for it. And so I just wanted to see if this even compared to that. This one right here was pretty cheap. I can tell you this one was only $49. I believe after taxes it was roughly 55, 56 bucks, and not including the shipping because I did get it off of the internet. So, but this is the little box that it came in, and I'll move the box out of the way. Alright, so it came with these little attachments. This one right here I believe is the meat hook, and it has this little attachment right here. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that these right here are plastic. You're not getting metal. I believe this one right here is metal, but it's not going to be like a strong. This is just like an aluminum. It's not the really thick stainless steel ones that you're going to get with a KitchenAid mixer. That's the only difference. But I don't believe that that is such a big significant difference that I would be willing to pay almost $300 more for a mixer. So this one right here is actually a tilt head, the same as a KitchenAid mixer. What I really like about it, and this is something that a KitchenAid mixer does not have, but generally you don't have to worry about it because a KitchenAid mixer is so heavy. This one right here has got suction cups on the bottom, so you can kind of hear it where it detaches, and so whenever you put it on your countertop, it will just stick there, and then, you know, if you're going to move it around, it's going to take a little bit of budging to be able to get it to move. So back here we have our little levers and our little buttons and dials, and this right here is how you control it. Here's your button to make the top go up and down, and as you can see, it just rests like that. In order to get it to go back down, you'll push that button again. With a KitchenAid mixer, the very same thing. You have a lever up here, you pull it back and forth, and the top goes up and down. So with this, same thing. You're going to have to push something or pull something, or, you know, to get it to do. So it actually compares quite a bit to a KitchenAid mixer in that aspect. The head right up here has a little, where you put the little attachment in, it's got a little nozzle, and this right here is where you're going to put the attachment in. It just clicks right in there. The difference between that and a KitchenAid mixer is that on a KitchenAid mixer, right here where you pop the little top in there, it has a little spot that goes up and then over. So you're going to put it in there and then twist it. This one does not have that feature, and I believe that might interfere with the level of safety as far as the attachment staying on and staying secure. I'm not really sure. So I guess we'll just have to test it out. So anyhow, we have our royal icing in there. I've already mixed it as best as I could with the other mixer that I burn up, and we'll see how well it works. So we'll put our top down in there, make sure that it's nice and secure, and we'll go ahead and just turn it on our lowest setting. As you can see, so far so good. I don't smell any smoke, and I don't see any sparks, and it looks like it's mixing it well. Let's turn it up a little bit. There's another level, and it really looks like it's got some power to it, really, for such a, you know, kind of a cheap knockoff version. But I've never really had a big issue with Hamilton Beach products. Let's turn it up a couple more notches. We'll let it mix for just a second. See what we get off of it. Alright, let's turn it off. That's pretty neat. That one right there actually has a reverse feature on it, which most KitchenAid mixers, which I know the classic one that I had did not have that reverse feature on it. I don't know if others do or not. So one thing that you'll notice is my icing is very, very thick because it is the royal icing, so you're not going to see it dripping down off that if you're wondering if it mixed it very well. But as you can see, the bowl, actually, the bowl sits down in there like this. I should have showed this to you to begin with, but the bowl sits down there like that. It has little notches in the bottom like that. So you're going to twist it, and now the bowl is secured and it can't come out. So as you can see, everything is mixed nice and even and turned out really good. So as far as the noise level goes, I honestly think that my KitchenAid mixer was just as loud as this one. So you're not really going to get a whole lot of difference as far as how annoying it's going to be whenever you're trying to mix something. There's not really a big difference between the KitchenAid mixer and the Hamilton Beach, because I think that they had the same level of volume. So all in all, I think that I would give it an A+. I really think that for the price that I paid for it, it's a really good mixer. If I can get, a few years out of it, I'll be perfectly happy with that, because I used the KitchenAid mixer for, I think I had that KitchenAid mixer for about a year, and it shorted out and never worked again. And when I tried to call and get some kind of help from the customer service people, they did not want to help me because I had not registered the product, which at the time I was 18 years old and I did not know to do that. I was just, a really ignorant young person just starting out with a brand new, appliance, and I did not know that I was supposed to do that. So you do get a lot of problems with the customer service people when it comes to KitchenAid mixer